All right, so I'm back with another reaction, man. This is coming from Soft White Underbelly, and I kind of started watching this channel like a couple months ago, but I kind of really started watching it, like, cause I was watching it while I was, you know what I'm saying, at work and stuff like that, but I never really got a chance to watch and look at their emotion and, you know what I'm saying, really actually get into kind of where they be coming from. Then I heard a couple of these different interviews, and I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, speak about some of the stuff that I was hearing. And this brother right here, Brother Kenny, said some stuff that I really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, respond to, because he asked a question in his interview, and I want, you know what I'm saying, I want to give him a little bit of what I think on what he said. So we're gonna get into that, man.
What regrets do you have?
What regrets? She knew my wife. With the same woman for 8 years. Took this girl in an apartment with her 2 kids. Took care of her and her 2 kids for 8 years. And when I used to get mad at my wife, I'd go to her. And she made me mad.
Oh, so you were paying for an apartment for another girl on the side?
For 7 years. And it just came to an end. So I've been kind of fucked up.
It's hard for men to be faithful sometimes, isn't it?
I said if I get another one that's good, I would try it. I said I'd try it.
Do you think humans are meant to be monogamous? One partner?
See,
faithful?
it's a true thing with men and women. We 2 different creatures. Because women works off of emotions. We don't work off emotion. It's just like we can have something real good at home, but we see this pretty beautiful thing God has made, this woman. It's hard to just ignore it. But see, women are different. They're just different. They don't understand us because they got a man. And we don't understand them because they're a woman. They don't think like men think, and men don't think like women. So it's a difference.
Yeah, it's hard to be married for 20,
You a man.
20, 30, 40 years.
You a man. So by you being a man, she don't understand how men think. And you don't understand what you don't know how women think. We are different.
Yeah.
Just like with our penis. When we see something, they always say we think with our penis.
I got a divorce 5 years ago.
But it's hard.
After 17 years.
To me, if a man is always honest and don't cheat on his wife, I don't see how you do it. I want to know how. How is that possible? I'm not saying it's not out there, but I think it's very few of them.
It does happen.
I just said, I know it happens. But what the percentage of it would be, you won't know and I won't know.
I think you have to grow with your partner. You have to challenge each other. You have to challenge yourself and just become,
I know some that I know some that did all that, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I know. Even if you do all that, you still crap.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. And
We humans.
you destroy a great relationship.
We humans.
We're messy.
And I kind of wanted to speak on that, you know what I'm saying? He asked, how do you do that? You gotta truly know yourself and be able to correct yourself mentally, because imagine being in a situation where you know that you like a certain type of look on a sister, right? You know yourself, like, why would you be in the areas that you know you're gonna see something you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, when the scripture, 2 Corinthians 13:4, it say, know you not your own selves. Like, don't nobody know you better than you know you. So if you in a mode where you want to be faithful, why would you put yourself in a position to do something unfaithful? You got to know yourself. Like it say in Sirach, it say, who gonna put scourges over my thoughts? Because like you said women move more off emotion. We move more off logic. Logic coming from here. So when the scriptures say, who gonna put scourges over my thoughts? You got to do that. You got to be the one to correct your own thoughts. When you drive by that sister with, looking a little right. You bust her right, you get up off that street. You know what I'm saying? You know if you bust this left, if you know to be something down that street that you normally like to look at, you keep straight. You got to start making actions around the things that you know is a pitfall for you. Which I feel like a lot of times in the black community, we're not really taught problem solving no more, especially as young black men. We're not taught that. So it's like we're not taught that you don't have to go after all your urges. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to really think about it. Like if you saw enough value in the sister to marry her, you got to be in a mindset that you can say, nah, it ain't worth it. Yeah, you might be horny. I don't give a damn who you is. Every brother that seen some woman that he like, all right. But the difference is the ability to correct yourself and not follow your lust. The difference is being in a mode where you say, I ain't got to do that. I control my actions. My dick don't control me. That's God talk. That's the difference from doing what you know is wrong and what you know is right. It's gonna be a battle in your own brain. Do I fulfill the lust of my flesh, or do I do what's right? My wife ain't gonna feel right if I do this. I'm not gonna feel right if I do this, because like the brother saying, he regret that thing. That shit probably still bother him to this day. You know what I'm saying? Lord's will, you know what I'm saying? The Most High can, you know what I'm saying, cleanse his mind of that thing, because I know that got to be a horrible situation when I know regrets I know they eat at your mind. I know they do. So I hate that for the brother to even be in that position where he regretting his past, but you got to fix it. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? Apologize for those things and do better. You know, but I truly believe that's the way that you avoid that. You control your actions. You have to be the leader of your own body. You know what I'm saying? Your brain got to be, because everybody know, you know what I'm saying? You see something you like, you start, you know what I'm saying? The first thing that pop up in your mind is, shh, I could probably spit something to her, right? You know, so I could probably get her. Everybody think like that. You got to check that. No. Because 9 times out of 10, what's telling you to do that in your mind ain't even you. Because you can if you can sit around later and say you regret doing that, you knew it was wrong in the first place. So I would encourage, especially to the young brother, I would encourage the young brothers to really examine yourself. Examine yourself. You gotta be able to know yourself more than anything. The stuff that you know gonna be an issue or a trigger for you, hey, you got to make moves. Like the scriptures, it say, flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. You got to get away from the things that you know gonna be a pitfall for you. So let's just say, cause I want to say this brother, he had like certain places that he used to like to go for his lust. You gotta find a different route to go home. You gotta find a different, you know what I'm saying? You might have to pack up and leave. You might have to pack up and go to another city. You might have to, you know what I'm saying? You might have to move to another county. You might have to move further, 2, 3, 4 hours away, just to avoid those pitfalls. That's what you call wisdom. You might have the knowledge of, nah, I think this is wrong, but that wisdom gonna give you the tools to start putting it into action. And that's where we usually fall, because we can't say that we logical thinkers, but we still making bad decisions, because that's where the logic supposed to help us at. The logic supposed to help us in our decision making and our actions. But if we not, you know what I'm saying, we not doing that, we still kind of in the mode of how women think, emotional. You know what I'm saying? You still in that mode of you doing what your body want. Well, shit, my dick hard, so let me go do this. Nah, just because your dick hard don't mean that you, as a grown man, and you know what I'm saying, this is God talk. Just because my dick hard don't mean that I got to do anything. That's a fact. That's a fact. So that would be something that, you know what I'm saying, I would say. Cause I've been married for like 5 years now. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I don't have thoughts like that. But I check that shit here first, period, point blank. Because I know for a fact that what I got at home is way more important than any female that's out here. Period, point blank. It is what it is. It would be devastating if I was to lose my family because of something that I did. That shit would bother me. So I avoid that. Not let alone the fact that I know God gonna judge me for it. But if I lose my family because I couldn't control my dick, that is gonna destroy my soul. I already know it would. So I avoid it. It is what it is, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because I feel like this is a great topic for especially for men. You know what I'm saying? This is a great topic, because I feel like a lot of men don't talk about this type of stuff with each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially because most dudes, they try to act like it be super rah-rah, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with all these different women, but you hear it from an older gentleman, man. He regret cheating on his wife. Most men don't be that vulnerable and tell people that. This a real brother for even talking about what he talking about on this interview. You can respect the brother for that, because you know what? That's the first step of fixing it. It is what it is, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.